Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to build a Volkswagen truck. I've had this kit for a little while. It came from Hobby Nut Models, Hasegawa. And it's a Volkswagen Type 2 pickup truck, 1967. Used to have one of these when I was a kid. We collected Volkswagens, and we had tons of them. I think we had probably close to 70 old beaters and stuff. Anyway, practically just like a junkyard of Volkswagens. But we had an old truck, and it was in really bad shape. It never got driven or anything like that. It was really cool. But it wasn't a early model like this with the V shape in the front. It was a little newer. So I think it was like, when did they start that? 69 or so. But anyway, it was pretty cool. So I mean, when I saw this, I knew I'd like to build it at least, although it's not the same period correct. You know, it doesn't matter. It's still a cool kit. But it's it looks like probably will end up being a pretty simple kit. What I did notice is, and I'd asked people before when I did the haul video, I think, of this, the sides, you can either have them up or you can have them down. You have to glue them in place. But it's very it's 1/24 scale. Let me get the box off here. It's 1/24 scale, and there's not very many parts, but I believe it would be a really good build because yeah, you can see there's with both. I actually like it with the bed sides up, but I don't know, maybe I won't. But anyway, it looks like it's going to be a fun build. I'd unboxed it at one time. Very limited parts. It's pretty much like a curbside kit, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, well, it is curbside. It's got the bottom of the engine here, but it doesn't have like an opening trunk. But man, very detailed, very detailed. These molds here are so new. There's no flash. They're like, I've built a couple of Tamiya kits, and this is just that quality. I don't know if all Hasegawas are that, are this clean. And I know there are some older ones, but this is pretty nice. It's gonna be cool. So it won't be a long build again. It'll be a quick one. But anyway, just wanted to introduce you with it. So I'm gonna get started, glue some parts together. I don't know how far I can go with gluing before I can start painting on this one. I'm over here on Ruthie's bench, by the way. Got something going on the other benches, so I'm over here. So it looks a little bit different. But anyway, I'm gonna get some parts glued together, look through the instruction sheets to see how far I can go glue some parts, and I'll be back before I shoot any paint, so stand by. Alright guys, so I've got the truck basically assembled except for, you know, the windows installation and things like that, chrome added, ready to paint though, ready to primer rather. Super simple model, very simple, easy to build. You could build this thing in a day if you didn't. You could literally build it in about 3 hours, if that long, if you didn't paint it. But super simple. It's a very you can tell that they use this for the van also, because it's got the flooring, which won't be seen. But anyway, I've added everything that I can to be able to get it painted. The engine there, I'll paint all of this black, and then I'll go back and I'll highlight. I even put the exhaust, went ahead and put the exhaust on there, because I don't want it chrome. I de-chromed the bumpers. They're going to be the same color as the wheels. So whenever I paint the wheels, whatever color that ends up being. I'm going to paint the truck though. I wanted just a solid non-metallic color, and this Ford engine blue is just a nice dark blue. I don't have a green. I thought green looked great on it, but I'm going to paint it this Ford engine blue. So it's going to have a blue paint job. The dash and will also be the same color as the bumpers and the wheels, and it's going to look neat. It's going to be a cool looking little ride. I built the bed sides up. You can put them down, you can have them folded down or up, but Sorry, I got distracted. You can build them up or down, but you can't hinge them. They don't go either way, and I prefer them to be up. And so I'm gonna get some primer on this thing and see how it looks in primer, and be right back. Stand by. All right, so I got the primer on it. Turned out pretty good. Not that you can mess primer up, but anyway. So for the bumpers and the wheels and the dashboard, I'm going to take some of this testers. I've got a lot of this stuff that I don't use anymore. It's for body paint. But anyway, testers white, and I'm going to mix just a little bit of something in there to give it more of a, just to tone the white down a little bit, maybe a little to the creamier side. And that is what my bumpers, wheels, and dash will be. And I think that will look good. Again, for the truck body is going to be Ford engine blue. I did look at some of these trucks to see if I could find out what were some factory colors. I did see a blue, and it was a color somewhat close to that. I've got another blue that's not metallic. I didn't want to paint it a metallic color, but the other blue that I have is a lot brighter. So I want to use this darker Ford engine blue, and it's going to look really nice, I think, on there. And so yeah, if you want a quick building model, like if you want to do a 24 hour build with somebody, this would be the one you'd want to get. Like I said, it doesn't have an engine. It's a curbside, and very, very simplistic, but yeah, on top side it looks really nice. A very, like I say, a very detailed body and all this. Also, the wood slats that I haven't done anything with them yet. I'm going to probably tape them all down to something and shoot brown over the top of them to give them a wood look, and then afterwards glue them all in. That would be something I have to do later. Also, the seat, I went with a sand color, I believe it was, and so I sprayed my seat black first, and then a light mist coat over that, and it gives you in the creases, it keeps that a little bit of that black showing through, so it gives you a little bit of realism, shadowing type of, you know what I mean. It looks like it's, you know, a real seat, or at least that's the attempt. And the chassis is painted also, and I'll go in there and pick out the engine, exhaust, and things like that. But anyway, all right, so next step is get some blue paint and some bumpers painted with this white, which I'll mix a little bit. Also, I'm going to be using, let me grab it. I'm going to be using, I haven't used it before, Mr. Color leveling thinner, or Mr. Hobby. So I heard this stuff was great. I hope it is, because it's going to be mixed with this this blue paint here. I'm not, you know, I want, these trucks didn't have, I wouldn't think they had like a high gloss finish. They had, I don't know, probably some lacquer paint or enamel paint shot on them, and that's what my aim is. I'm not looking for high gloss. I'm just looking for a nice even coat, and I just have heard so much about this stuff, and that's what I'm about to try it. This will be my first go round with it. So I'll thin it with this instead of, I'd been using lacquer thinner with my, well, actually, no, I wasn't, because I get the thinner from Mark. I use lacquer thinner with the testers, and with the MCW, the reducer, I get that in the hardener. But anyway, just rambling on here. I'll be adding the hardener, Mr. Color leveling thinner, and hopefully it shoots good. But we will see. So stand by. Alright, so I got some progress made here. And the body is painted. Got the emblem bare metal foil on the front of it, right there. Got the chassis together, what little bit there is. Got the wheels and hubcaps, which I think they look great. The little wheels and hubcaps, the underside is very plain, but this is a really neat little build. It's very quick. Again, if you have a 24-hour build and you need a car to do, this would be a good one, because other than the paint, it just goes right together. So now I'm going to get the windows in it. I have to paint these strips here that go in the back of it. Paint those brown, get them installed in the back there where those holes are. Bumpers on it, and shoot, this thing's almost done. So more than likely this is the last segment here, and when I come back it'll be completed and we'll be checking it out. Also got to put the chrome on it, the door handles, the headlight buckets, and things like that. But anyway, for the most part this thing is done. I'm not sure, this may be the last segment, may not be. You'll see in about a split second. Stand by. Alright guys, well I finished it. Turned out great. Very, very pleased with it. Great finish on the MCW paint as always. Just really, I got the boards in the back. They turned out great. Just took some folk art brown and just dry brushed them a couple of times. Threw them in the egg incubator / dehydrator so they'll dry out really quick, and then put another coat. It looks just like wood to me. Yeah, this thing turned out really nice. I'm really happy with it. This is going to look good. The only thing really I did do around the window trim, I did some chrome. Actually, that's just Sharpie. I usually don't do that, but in this case, it would have been very difficult to get bare metal foil under the front of the window. But I was able to put on my magnifying headgear and get that. And I also did the back windshield. They would have been black, they were black on the box art. Also, instead of the Volkswagen emblem being body color, white like the bumpers, I decided to bare metal foil that because, I don't know, I've had several of these emblems in the past and they're just big chrome or aluminum, and I just think it would look better with that rather than the white. The white would have looked good too. The box art has the same color. But anyway, bumpers are a white with, I tried to make a cream color is what I intended to make. It did get it a little less white, so that's good. The wheels are the same color as the bumpers. Exhaust pipe there. I did use some different license plates than what came with it. These are 1/25th scale though. As you can tell, they're a little bit small, but the ones that were with it, they just were Volkswagen, and they were too big. They just hung over the edges, so I'm like, I'm not doing that. The interior turned out really nice. It's let's see if I can get it to focus in there. I can't, obviously, but it turned out nice. The dash is the same color as the bumpers and the steering wheel as well. And the seat is I think I said it already, it was like a sand color. So a good combination of colors there. The bottom is very simple. It does have steerable front or posable front wheels. So you can pose the front wheels. It has a little tie rod that has them together. You have to do them both at the same time though, or it'll get wonky. But great looking little hubcaps. Very accurate. Yeah, it just turned out good. Oh, the blinkers, they don't have colored lenses. So what I do is I take and drop or drip paint. It's turn signal amber, and then in the back, turn signal or stop light red. And I drop that paint, and it's thick. So because it's thick, it appears to be a piece of glass. So I think that works good. I've done it several times before, and that works out really good. But yeah, this turned out to be a good looking little kit that I am not ashamed of at all. I'm going to get some pictures taken at the end here, and get up close and personal with some photographs. But thank you guys for watching this video. I do ask you that if you hadn't subscribed, to hit the subscription button. Go visit Hobby Nut Models, where this kit came from. Go do all those things, Teespring store, the Patreon, all those things. Thank you for all your support in whichever way you so choose to do it, whether it be subscribing, being buying something from the Teespring store, or being a Patreon member. I appreciate all of those things. But most importantly, guys, just thanks for watching this video. Again, I'm going to have a photo shoot, or a slideshow rather, of this Hasegawa, my very first Hasegawa, and I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that right, and I'm sure someone in the comments will let me know. Haha. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and until next time, which I've got a couple more builds on the table next to me. That's why I'm doing this one over here, so there will be a next time pretty quick. Until next time, guys, you guys take care. We will see you later. Bye.